colossus are departed, and you really don't find people like him everywhere. General Buhari was a man of few words, but a lot of action. You could sit in a room with him and you'll be discussing and deliberating. He will ask you a few questions. If he was persuaded that you were on the right point to say, okay, we go there. I'll give you an example. The day the APC was to be formally launched at Eagle Square, our attorney, the lawyer, drafted a motion and brought it to me. And I corrected the motion and said, no, in case we will not go ahead with this merger, we must have a fallback position, and I corrected it. I did not know President Buhari was looking at me from a corner, and when we had finished the motion and everything, he just got up and said, Pastor Bakare, you move the motion tomorrow. I said, no, sir, it's a lawyer that should do it. He said, no, you move the motion tomorrow. You have the right thing to say, and you must go out there and say it. That's the kind of person he was. Before I became his running mate, there were all kinds of things said about him. That he was a fundamentalist, Islamic fundamentalist. He was a man that was a religious bigot and all kinds of things. When I got closer, I had to do an interview back then with the news magazine with a caption, "The Buhari I know." You never could go away from his presence and not take something tangible with you. He was forthright. He would say little, but he meant everything he said. He was a great leader. I didn't see corruption in him in all the years that were related. That perhaps there were people around him that were corrupt. I couldn't point to any of them right now. But within the 8 years that he presided over the affair of this country, added to the number of years he served as governor of the northeastern state, when he was commissioner for petroleum in the military era, and when he became head of state. This was one man that brought war against discipline to our country. Were there things that he did wrong? Like any human being, he had his frailties. But a great man had passed, and I'm glad that a national honor, a state burial was being given to this man who served his nation well. If you pick this day newspaper today, you see what everyone said about him. The caption is, "A nation mourns the death of a man who gave his all to Nigeria. Buhari, Muhammadu Buhari, a life of service." The President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Asiwaju Bola Tinubu, spoke glowingly about him. So did IBB. You have just read what President Abdulsalam Abubakar said. IBB wrote powerfully a tribute at the back of this day, and so did President Jonathan Goodluck, who he succeeded. Out of the mouth of 2 or 3 witnesses, the Bible says, a word or a truth is established. Colossus is
Indeed.
gone.
Yeah.